Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNOU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Vocational Education and Training, SOVET, Diploma in Modern Office Practice, DMOP, BSSI 012 Computer Skills, Block-1 Fundamental of Computer, Unit-2 Computer Input, Output and Storage Devices, 2.1 Objectives. In the first unit, we have discussed about the organization of computer. We have understood roles of various components of computer, their functional dependency on each other and roles of memory. In this unit, we will discuss in details about the input-output organization and memory unit of the computer. The discussion in this unit is confined to input and output devices popular in offices. After reading this units, you will be able to identify popular input and output device soft computers in offices and homes, understand functioning of input and output devices, understand memory organization of the computer system. 2.2 Hardware. Since its inception, computer consists of two interconnected concepts, i.e. hardware and software. Hardware is a comprehensive term for all the physical parts of computer including electronic, circuit within cabinet, printer, mouse and keyboard, etc. Thus, hardware is visible and tangible components of computer. Software can be defined as set of programs which run computer and perform special tasks on the instructions of users. Programs can be defined as sequentially arranged instructions which are written in special languages understood by computer to execute specific tasks. These languages are known as programming languages. This unit elaborates only hardware component of the computer. Software component of computer will be discussed in the next chapter. The minimum essential hardware components of computer other than input and output are usually situated inside computer. For example, RAM, ROM, hard disk, CD drive, and motherboard are situated inside computer. Input-output devices and other devices used rarely are connected from outside to perform specific functions. For example, printer, pen drive, speaker, microphone, and scanner are connected to computer from outside. Any device that is not internal part of computer is known as peripheral device. These devices are usually plugged to computer on the backside of the cabinet. Some PC models position the connecting ports for frequently used peripherals such as USB-based devices, speaker and microphone on the front side of cabinet. Some of frequently used input and output devices in office environment are listed below in the table. 2.1 Input devices, output devices, keyboard, mouse, microphone, scanner, touchscreen, monitor, printer, speaker. Table 2.1 Input and output devices. 2.3 Input devices. Input devices are used to feed data and instructions to computers from users, other machines or from surrounding through sensors. Data and instructions can be typed, fed manually, with the help of keyboard, mouse, touchscreen or other pointer devices. Other inputs devices are capable of inputting data automatically to computer. Electronic sensor, scanner, and OMR are used for automatic feeding of data. One of the major constraints in manual feeding of inputs is the mismatch between speed of CPU and input devices. An efficient computer operator can only type 35 to 40 words per minute. Thus, most of the time, CPU remains idle, waiting for the inputs from users. In last unit, we have understood role of controller in overcoming mismatch between speeds of input device and processing unit. Controllers act as buffer between input devices, memory, and CPU units to overcome mismatch in their speeds. 2.3.1 Keyboard. This input device is used to feed alphanumeric data to computer. This is the most popular input device. We cannot think of a computer without keyboard. Users can feed characters, numbers, and other special characters to computers with the help of keyboard. Keys are mounted on the front panel of the keyboard. The layout of the keys in keyboard is similar to layout of keys on a typewriter machine. A standard keyboard usually has 102 to 105 keys. Some keyboards have additional keys to run commands on Windows operation system, to play multimedia applications, and or browsing internet and email. Keys on a keyboard are classified into following groups. Alphanumeric keys. The alphanumeric keys consist of a separate key for each alphabet of the English language, keys for 0 to 9 numbers and special characters like etc. The layout of alphanumeric keys is similar to that of typewriter. This layout is popularly known as the QWERTY layout. It is named after the first 6 letters in the top row of alphabet keys pad. The same key is used to type capital and small letter, however, only capital letter is inscribed over the keys. Shortly, we will understand how to type capital and small alphabet from the same key when we discuss the functions of the Shift and Cap Lock keys. Now, keyboards for Indian regional languages are also available in the market, but you will get keyboard for English language in most of the office, as most of the business correspondence in current time is done in the English language. Function keys. There are 12 function keys labeled as F1, F2, F3, F4. F12 on the keyboard. Function keys, situated at the top row of the keyboard. The function keys perform special tasks. These tasks differ from one software to another. The same function key performs different tasks in different applications. Some software allow users to assign tasks to function keys. However, most of the software reserve F1 function key to extend online support to users. Enter key. It is similar to the return key of the typewriter. It is used to insert new paragraph line while typing of documents. A new paragraph is inserted at the position of cursor by pressing the Enter key. This key is also used to instruct computer to execute a command or program. Select the application to be run by clicking its icon, then press Enter key to run that application, or type the command in the run box of the Windows operating system and press Enter key to execute command typed in the run box. Spacebar key. It is used to enter unit space at the position of cursor during typing of documents. Cursor along with text moves to right side after inserting a space by pressing the spacebar key once. This is the largest key situated on the bottom side of keyboard. Backspace. This key is used to delete one character, positioned left to cursor. Cursor also moves to the left by one character when backspace key is pressed. Press backspace key repeatedly to delete desired characters, while one character is deleted by each stroke. Delete. This key is used to delete one character right to the cursor, while rest of the text move to left and cursor remains at the same position after the deletion. Insert. Insert key is used to toggle between insert or overwrite modes during data entry or typing a document. When you are in the insert mode, whatever you type is inserted at the position of cursor, and existing texts right to the position of cursor move further away to the right side. When you are in overwrite mode, whatever you type, it will replace the existing texts right to the position of cursor. Some software has disabled the function of this key. For example, insert key works in the earlier versions of the MS Office, i.e. MS Office 98 and MS Office 2003, but later versions of the MS Office, i.e. MS Office 2010 and MS Office 2007, have disabled the function of the insert key. Shift, special and number keys on the keyboard are assigned to characters, symbols. Similarly, same alphabet key is used to type small and capital letter of the English alphabet. Each key in the number pad is assigned one more special symbol. Number assigned to a key is inscribed on the lower side, and the corresponding special character is inscribed on the upper side, over the number, on the face of key. For example, the key inscribed 2 is also used to type at symbol. The Shift key is used to type capital letter from alphabet keys and special character assigned to number keys. First press the Shift key and then, without leaving it, press the key assigned the special character. You can type capital letters in the similar fashion with the help of Shift key. Shift alphabet keys equals capital letters, Shift numeric keys equals special characters inscribed on the top of number. There are 2 Shift keys on the keyboard positioned on the left and right corners of the alphabet panel, Home and End keys. These keys behave differently in different software. For example, when you are typing a document in MS Word, pressing of Home key takes cursor to the start of line and pressing of the End key take cursor to end of line. However, when you are preparing a worksheet in MS Excel software, pressing of the Home key move to the first field of the focused row and pressing of the End key takes worksheet in the end mode. Caps Lock. The Caps Lock key function in toggle mode, i.e. on and off the capital lock features. When it is in on position, it locks the alphabet keys for capital letters only. Whatever you type now, it will be typed in capital letters. There is a light indicator over the keyboard to reflect the position of the Cap Lock key. This indicator flashes light when cap lock is on. You can switch off the capital lock by pressing caps lock key again. Now capital lock indicator goes off. Whatever you type now, it will be typed in small letters. You can type capital letter in this situation by combining shift and alphabet keys. The cap lock key has no impact on number and special keys. Tab key is used to insert predefined gap in the text at the position of the cursor while typing a document. When you press the tab key, the cursor moves to the next tab position defined in that document. You will learn the procedure to define tab position in a document in the next of this course. Tab key is also used to insert indentation into a document. When you are filling forms online, pressing of the tab key moves cursor to next dialog box to be filled by you. The pressing of tab key shifts focus to next icon on the desktop, while focus is on any of the shortcut icon on the desktop of the Windows operating system. Thus, function of tab key varies. It depends on application under focus and operations performed by computer at the time of pressing tab key. Control. The control key, control, is used in conjunction with other keys of the keyboard to execute specific tasks. The combination of control and other keys perform different tasks in different software. These combinations are called as shortcuts of that software. For example, Control-O and Control-P shortcuts are used to open and print files respectively from any of the applications of MS Office. Shortcut keys of software popular in the Office environment will be deliberated later in other units of this course. Alt key is used in combination of other keys of the keyboard to perform specific tasks. The meaning of combinations of Alt key with other keys changes from one software to another. Same keys combinations behave differently in different software. Combinations of Alt key with other keys are frequently used by application software to activate menus or to select specific command from the menu. Escape. This key is used to stop abort the current process, task, and probably it reverts back changes made by the task being cancelled by pressing the escape key. Be careful, you would not be always successful in reverting back changes made by the cancelled task. For example, while formatting a drive, pressing of escape key could not protect data stored on the drive. Some commands, particularly system commands, do not expect from you to press escape key to abort operation till operation is successfully completed. Thus, make sure the possible outcomes of pressing escape key before aborting a program. For example, when you restore data on computer, the system warns you not to abort the restore function. Arrow keys. There are 4 arrow keys with arrows heading in 4 directions: left, right, up and down. These keys are used to move cursor in any of the 4 directions while drafting a document and data entry. Numeric keypad. The numeric keypad consists of keys inscribed with numbers 0 to 9 and arithmetic operations, dash, comma, x, %. The layout of numeric keypad is analog to that of traditional calculator. These keys are duplicated elsewhere in the keyboard. The number keys are assigned dual characters. Each key is assigned a special symbol apart from number. The numlock key at the upper left corner of the numeric keypad works in toggle mode. When it is on, numeric keypad behave like a calculator, and when it is off, it is used to type alternative characters assigned to keys of the numeric keypad. Print screen. Earlier, this key captured text from the screen of computer and sent it to print. Now, this key captures image of the screen, called screenshot, and copies it in the clipboard instead of sending to printer. Screenshot can be pasted easily in different applications from the clipboard. Clipboard can be defined as common memory space, used by application software to store copies of data which can be pasted in the same or other applications. Scroll lock. This key stops the scrolling of text temporarily or halts the operation of the current program. Earlier, pressing of scroll key caused document to scroll without changing the position of the cursor. Now, this key is inactive in most of applications as text is automatically adjusted within window. The concept of window-based display is explained in 3rd and 4th units of this block. Few applications allow scroll lock key to change behavior of the arrow keys, page up and page down keys. Scroll lock key toggle in on and off positions. There is a light indicator on keyboard to reflect the position of the scroll lock key. When scroll lock key is in on stage, the indicator emits light. The scroll lock key can be switched off by pressing this key again. Pause, break. Earlier, this key was used to pause a long-running text. This function is disabled as flow of long text is automatically framed in Windows. Now break key is being used by software in different ways. It may be used to switch between multiple login sessions, to terminate a program, or to stop a modem connection. Text never runs beyond boundary of window. Keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts are used to instruct computer to perform specific functions, tasks by using keyboard. This process expedites instruction feeding process. That is why these are called shortcuts. Shortcuts are documented with sign between two keys. For example, Ctrl+S shortcut reflects that press and hold Ctrl key and then press S to save document in MS Word software. Every software has special shortcuts for operations performed frequently. Shortcuts differ from one software to another. You can easily find keyboard shortcuts from the manual of the software. Shortcuts of software can also be found from menus and toolbars of that software, as shortcuts of commands are usually written next to it on the menu bar. Do's while typing. 1. Place keyboard at elbow level. Your upper arms should be relaxed at your sides. 2. Do not hold pen and pencil in hand while typing. 3. Wash your hand before using keyboard to avoid stick keys. 4. Position the keyboard directly in front and close to you so you do not have an excessive reach. And 5. Your forearm should be in parallel of the floor. Don'ts of keyboard. 1. Do not rest your arm and hand on keyboard. 2. Do not press key for long. 3. Keep liquid and eatable items away from keyboard. 4. Do not press keys with force. 5. Do not place any object on keyboard and cable connecting keyboard with computer. And 6. This cable should not have any kinks. It should be kept away from sharp edge furniture. Cleaning of keyboard. 1. Unplug keyboard from computer before cleaning. Keyboard should be unplugged only when computer is off. 2. Do not spill liquid detergent or water on keyboard. 3. Gently clean the keyboard with a wet cotton swab. 4. Use either spirit or alcohol to get rid of sticky remedy. 5. Plug in keyboard only when computer is off and keyboard is completely dry. 6. Turn back keyboard and pat with mild force regularly to remove dust and pins. Vacuum cleaner can also be used to remove dust. And 7. Do not screech wire connecting keyboard to computer. The disadvantage of keyboard is limited typing speed of human and manual feeding of information through typing. Inputs from keyboard are prone to human data entry errors. Keyboard occupies lot of space on desk. 2.3.2 Mouse. Mouse is the input device used to move cursor at any place over the screen. Therefore, mouse is also recognized as pointer device. Mouse is an important input device in the graphical user interface (GUI) based environment. It gets its name due to its physical shape, which looks like a mouse. Its outer cover can be easily gripped under palm. The mouse was first packaged with the Apple Mac computer in 1984. Mouses are available in different shapes and sizes in the market. Mouse may have 2, 3, or 4 buttons on the top, with or without rolling wheel. Input from mouse generates 2 actions. First, as we move mouse over a flat surface, cursor on the screen moves accordingly. Second, there are buttons on the top of mouse similar to keys of keyboard. When you press a button, computer takes action on the basis of which button is pressed, how many times it is pressed, location of pointer on the desktop, icons under the mouse pointer at that time, and any movement in cursor at the time of pressing key. Left button is used to select objects and to execute command, and right button is used to open pop-up menu for object icon under the pointer. The scroll wheel on the top of mouse is used to move text up or down in the active window. Mouses are classified into 2 categories on the basis of their working principle, i.e. mechanical mouse with roller ball and optical mouse. Roller ball based mechanical mouse has a rubber ball at the bottom side of mouse. When you move mouse over a flat surface, this ball also rolls. Mouse sense the movement of ball in 2 directions, horizontal and vertical. Accordingly, cursor move over the screen. Optical mouse emits red color light from bottom side. There is a light sensor on the bottom side of the mouse. It sends any change in the intensity of light reflected by surface when mouse is moved. As you move mouse over a flat surface, the intensity of reflected light also change. The change in the intensity of reflected light is sensed by the mouse and it makes appropriate change in pointer position over the screen. Optical mouse are more reliable and have longer life than mechanical mouse as there is no moving part in the mouse. Dust, small pins, papers, hairs get inside of mechanical mouse by sticking over its roller ball. These objects can damage internal parts of mechanical mouse. The latest update in mouse technology is tailless mouse. This mouse is connected with computer through infrared or Bluetooth connectivity. Bluetooth and infrared communication allows wireless transfer of data between two closely placed electronic devices. Users are free to take tailless mouse at any place within 5 meters radius of computer. This kind of mouse can be connected to computer which supports infrared or Bluetooth communication. Mouse is replaced with touchpad in laptop. Touchpad is a stationary pointer device. Touchpad has a small rectangle pad and few buttons on the side of the pad. Computer senses the movement and pressure of finger over the pad, makes movement in the cursor and takes action accordingly. Single quick hit of the index finger over the touchpad is equivalent to single click. Action of mouse. Similarly, 2 consecutive hits of the index finger over the touchpad is equivalent to double click action of mouse. How to handle mouse: A. Rest palm on the body of mouse. B. Index finger rests on left button and middle finger on the right button. Do not press buttons. C. Wrist should rest on table and other fingers and thumb can be used to have a better grip of the mouse. D. Gently drag mouse over the mouse pad without jerks. Keep the movement of mouse over the mouse pad. The mouse pointers takes different shapes depends upon task being processed and location of pointer over the screen at that time. The popular icons used as mouse pointer and their meanings are as follows. Arrow pointer. When mouse pointer points to an executable object programmed, it takes the shape of arrow pointer. Double clicks over the object to run that program. Hourglass. When computer is processing task and expects you to wait until work is processed, the pointer change to hourglass. You are usually not allowed to feed data or instruction in that application till pointer shape is hourglass. Some applications has replaced hourglass with other movable icons. For example, Windows Vista operating system uses icon in place of hourglass to indicate busy state of computer. Hand. When pointer points to hyperlink text or icon, it changes from arrow to hand. Shape. Clicking on hyperlink opens the relevant web page or MS Outlook to send email. Crosshair or double arrows. When you move pointer to the border of window, the pointer shape change from arrow to crosshair or double arrows shape. You can resize the window by drag action when pointer shape is double arrows. You can move the underlying window when pointer shape is the crosshair I-beam. The pointer changes to I-beam when you are typing in word processing application. The I-beam reflects the position of typing. There are 4 ways to feed instructions through mouse. Buttons of the mouse are used to perform following operations: A. Click. B. Double click. C. Right click. And D. Drag and drop action. Click, press and release the left button of mouse quickly only once, without moving the mouse. When pointer takes the shape of arrow point, single click is used to select object under the pointer. Double click, press and release the left button of mouse twice in quick succession without moving mouse. Double click is used to run application software. Take mouse pointer over the shortcut or icon of the application to be run, and then double-click the left button without moving the mouse to run that application. Right-click, press and release the right button of mouse without moving it. Right-click when pointer is over an icon, shortcut or objects. It brings the pop-up menu relevant to objects under the pointer at the time of doing the right-click. The pop-up menu is also recognized as on-demand menu. Commands in the pop-up menu depends on the objects over which pointer is positioned. Drag and drop action. You can move files, folders or objects from one place to another over the desktop, screen, hard disk, pen drive, CD etc. through drag and drop action. First, take pointer over object which is to be moved. Press and hold down left button. Move the pointer to the position where selected objects to be moved. Release the mouse button once pointer reaches the destination. This action moves the selected object to desired folder. Drag action is also used in selection of text while preparing a document. Different actions of mouse in application software are discussed in the other units of the course. Do's and don'ts of mouse. A. Keep the surface clean where you place and move mouse. It is more appropriate to use mouse pad for the movement of mouse. B. Allow free movement of cord of mouse connecting it to computer. Do not pull mouse cord. C. Do not rest your hand on the mouse while resting. D. Mouse should be placed adjacent to the keyboard and at the same height of keyboard. E. Rubber ball at the bottom of mouse needs periodic cleaning. Read instructions manual of mouse before taking out and cleaning roller ball. The ball should be dry completely before placing it again inside the mouse. And F. Do not hard press buttons of mouse. 2.3.3 Speech recognition software. Speech recognition software converts speech into text. Now, text and instructions can be dictated to computer through speech recognition software. This kind of input devices encourage users of natural language to program and instruct computer. However, the most successful speech recognition software is able to recognize about 80% of words accurately. The way of delivery of speech changes from one person to another. Tone and accent of the speaker can change the meaning of sentence, though speech recognition software could not differentiate these differences. Thus, every person needs to create its own database of spoken words and corresponding typed words to train the speech recognition software. Carrying out full conversation with computer is the ultimate goal of speech recognition input. The optical, character recognizing, OCR, and speech recognition software are viable alternative of keyboard and mouse. These devices permit auto-feeding of data. These devices improve the accuracy and speed of inputting data. The physically challenged people who could not use keyboard and mouse can effectively instruct computer through speech recognition software. 2.3.4 Scanner. Scanner is an input device used to feed data and instructions directly from papers to computer. Scanner captures image of the whole paper and converts it into digital format. Computer extracts text from the captured digital image of paper with the help of optical character recognition (OCR) software. Users can edit and make last-minute changes in scanned texts and images. Thus, users can prepare documents without retyping. Thus, Scanner minimizes errors incurred due to typing. An intelligent OCR can easily segregate images and text from the scanned documents. An intelligent scanner can auto-set the orientation of text collected from various scanned documents. All scanned papers are aligned in the same direction regardless of orientations of papers during scanning. IGNOU, UGC, other government agencies have uploaded large volume of scanned documents over their web for the public. The scanned documents are digitized before uploading over websites so that web surfers can perform search on the scanned documents and easily get contents of their interest. Scanners are classified as flatbed and handheld scanners on the basis of the manner documents are scanned. The flatbed scanner scans a paper in the similar fashion as a photocopier machine scans documents. Paper is placed over a glass pan in the flatbed scanner. Scanner head automatically moves from one corner to another corner of the paper to scan it. Users need to move scanner head physically over paper in the case of handheld scanner. Hand-held scanners are portable. You must have seen held scanner in big shops and shopping malls to scan and note down details of items purchased by customers. Handheld scanner is scanned over the price and product specification tags to note down details. Scanners are also characterized by scanning speed, i.e. number of papers scanned in a minute, resolution of scanner, i.e. number of dots scanned in per inch, 2, area, its capability to extract texts and images from the scanned documents, and its compatibility and connectivity with popular software in office environment so that scanned documents can be edited easily with popular documentation software. 2.3.5 Barcode reader. Barcode are thin lines of black color of equal length, may be of different width, placed in parallel of each other. You must have noticed barcodes over products used in day-to-day life, such as books, soaps, tea box, telecom powder, hair oil, etc. These codes are used to display details of the products and their prices, but you cannot make meaning of the lines of barcode by naked eyes. You can make meaning of barcodes with the help of barcode reader. Barcode reader is a special kind of small handheld scanner used to read barcodes of products. You must have seen barcode machine at post office, big shops and shopping malls. Do not make abrupt movement of scanner while scanning barcode. Once barcode is read correctly by the scanner, it is reflected over the screen and signaled with a beep. Now you can read barcodes of other products in the similar fashion. 2.3.6 Touchscreen. Touchscreen monitor can sense any pressure on the screen. A user can input data by touching screen in a systematic manner. Touchscreen device allows you to select items from screen or instructs computer to perform task by touching specific icon over the screen by your finger or any other pointed object. Touchscreen sends input to computer on the basis of position of making pressure, movement of fingers, an object or icon on the screen while making pressure. The lifespan of the touchscreen monitor is low. People usually have pen and coins in hand while touching the screen. These objects may unintentionally make scratches. Over the monitor, you should avoid sharp-end objectives to touch icons over the touch screen. The touch screen should be cleaned frequently due to image degradation from fingerprints and sticking of finger oil on screen. Make sure that your hand should be cleaned while touching screen. Touch screen machine are commonly used at information kiosks and banks. ATMs. 2.3.7 Digital camera. Digital camera is like an ordinary camera with one difference. Ordinary camera takes analog picture over a film reel, whereas digital camera takes digital picture over an electronic memory. Digital camera permit deletion of picture without any wastage, however rejection of images on ordinary camera leads of wastage of film reel. Digital camera is used to record still photographs, as well as videos. Digital photos and videos can be edited with multimedia software. Digital camera is also used for webcasting and preparation of multimedia. 2.3.8 Microphone. Microphone is capable of feeding audio signals to computer. Microphone is connected to a sound card, which convert audio signals into digital form before saving it in computer. Size of audio files depends on quality of sound and format used to save file. File with high quality sound occupy more space. Files in WAV or MP4 format grab more space. Files in MP3 or 3GP formats occupy very low space. If you have to transmit audio signals over the internet, you should have low size files so that it can be transmitted, downloaded immediately over the internet at low cost. Now, speech recognition software and similar other features of Windows operating system which sense and manipulate audio signals and allow you to enter commands and data by narrating computer through microphone. 2.4 Output devices. Any peripheral device used to communicate results of the data processing carried out by computer to outside world is called the output device. Output of computer on paper is known as hard copy. Printers and plotters are used to get hard copy of the output. Plotters are used to draw large size drawing and are used mainly for architecture and engineering tasks. Therefore, plotters are not discussed in this course. Printers are classified on the basis of its working principle. 3 types of printers have been used frequently in offices, i.e. dot matrix, laser, and inkjet printers. We will discuss about these printer in short while. 2.4.1 Monitor. Every computer is connected with a monitor to display information. Monitors are rectangular in shape with aspect ratio of length to width ratio 4:3. You must have noticed that most of the pictures in newspapers, books and magazines are with this aspect ratio. Thus, human feels more comfortable in watching a display with aspect ratio of 4:3. Monitors are available in different sizes like televisions. The size of a monitor is reflecting by the diagonal length of the screen of that monitor. The sizes of monitors are in the range of 15 to 21 inches. Monitors with size more than 21 inches are not needed in offices. Another important feature of monitor is the resolution of the monitor. The resolution of monitor is measured by numbers of pixels. Is the unit area. Pixel can be defined as smallest unit of display that can be controlled by monitor. The entire screen is made of pixels placed horizontally and vertically. Display in high-resolution monitor, more pixels in unit area, is of high quality and attractive. Another important feature of monitor is maximum number of colors can be displayed by a pixel. Monitor with high resolution and more colors are needed when we run highly graphical and multimedia-based application. Monitor may be based on cathode ray tube, CRT, technology or thin film transistor liquid crystal display, TFT LCD. Monitor based on cathode ray tube, CRT, technology looks and functions are like a television. A CRT picture tube is used to display information. Electromagnetic Rays strike on the front glass of the picture tube to generate display. These rays can be distorted easily by electromagnetic fields generated by nearby electrical or electronic devices. The electromagnetic field of nearby electrical appliances may generate flickering effect in picture. 2.4.2 Thin Film Transistor Liquid Crystal Display, TFT LCD, Liquid Crystal Display, LCD, technology was introduced in the 1970s. LCD-based monitor consists of a thin film of a semiconductor material applied over a glass substrate. Each pixel in a TFT LCD monitor has its own transistor along with the liquid crystal material. LCD-based monitors are more compact and consume very low power than CRT-based monitor. The LCD-based monitor put lesser strain on eye and users can work for long hours. The LCD-based monitor emits less harmful rays. However, sighting angle of LCD-based monitor is narrow. It forces user to sit exactly in front of monitor. Sighting angle of CRT-based monitor is very wide. Even 2 or 3 people sitting around the monitor can have clear view of the screen. Monitor is major consumer of electricity in a computer. Most of the monitors switch to power saver mode when it does not receive any signal from computer for a long. These monitors allow users to set time for auto switch off. If you are working on laptop or running computer on batteries, then set auto switch time very short, so that power of batteries can be saved and system can work for long. Flickering in pictures due to electromagnetic field of nearby electrical appliances is very low in LCD-based monitor. Brightness of LCD-based monitor is very low. One cannot get proper view on LCD-based monitor. While working under direct sunlight, the CRT-based monitor displays images with higher resolution. It can display more colors than LCD-based monitor. However, size of CRT-based monitor is large and weighty. It consumes more power and generates more heat. Do's for monitor: A. Adjust the auto switch off function of monitor so that monitor can save optimum power by automatic switching off monitor when not in use for a long. If auto switch off option is not available, then turn off monitor or dim the intensity of light when it is not in use. Adjust the intensity of brightness according to intensity of daylight. These steps save power and improve the lifespan of monitor. B. CRT-based monitor generate lot of heat. There are ventilation slots on the backside of monitor to escape heat. These ventilation slots should be unobstructed, otherwise monitor would be overheated in short span. Keep monitor slightly away from wall to allow proper ventilation. C. Keep monitor away from electronic appliances which generating electromagnetic fields, such as stabilizer, UPS, AC. The electromagnetic field generated from these devices may produce flickering impact in display. D. Computer peripherals are accompanied by manuals explaining their technical specifications, how to use and care these devices. Short explanations of frequently occurring errors and possible remedies for these errors are also documented in the manuals. You should carefully read manuals before using devices. Some devices are accompanied with online manual, which can pop up assistance window on the screen by pressing F1 key while that device is under use. Don'ts for monitor: A. Do not put wires, stapler pins or paper clips through slots on the backside of monitor meant for ventilation. B. Do not spray liquid detergent on your screen. Instead, spray small quantity of liquid detergent on a plinth-free cloth and then clean the screen off monitor with this cloth. C. LCD-based monitor has a thin layer of plastic protecting liquid crystal material. Never touch your screen with pen, pencil or any sharp objects. There is fear of breaching of plastic layer. D. Do not connect or remove monitor while computer is running. E. Do not run monitor on high brightness. It shortens life of monitor, consumes more power, and puts strain on eyes. F. Use anti-glare screen protector or anti-glare spectacles to minimize damage and strain to eyes, particularly while working on CRT-based monitor. G. Your vital organs of the body such as chest and heart should not be immediately in front of screen of CRT-based monitor. There is threat of exposure to harmful radiation rays from CRT-based monitor. 2.4.3 Printer. You cannot carry computer along with you everywhere to read output on monitor. Most of the time, you need output on paper so that it can be easily carried, perused and stored. You can archive your documents in printed form. Once you have finalized your documents over computer, you prefer to have a copy of the document on permanent basis by taking its printout. Therefore, printed outputs are also known as hard copy. Printers are classified into two groups based on its principle of printing, i.e. impact and non-impact printers. Printer header has no direct contact with paper while printing under non-impact printer. On the other end, printer header hammers on paper while printing under an impact printer. Printing under the impact printer is similar to printing on a typewriter. Non-impact printer makes lesser noise as there is no hammering impact while printing. The life of the impact printers is lower as it has parts performing mechanical movements and header of printer hits paper hardly in making impression on paper. Hard hitting of paper and movement of components leads to wear and tear in impact printer. However, the principle of printing is easy under the impact printer, thus these printers are cheaper and easier to maintain. Dot matrix printer and drum printer are examples of impact printer. Inkjet and laser printers are examples of non-impact printer. Printer is externally connected to computer through either of universal serial bus, USB, serial or parallel connecting ports. Printer connected with Bluetooth or infrared are called wireless printer. All computers placed in the coverage range of Bluetooth can share this printer. Network printers are connected with LAN to large numbers of computers. Computers connected with the network can share network-based printer. Inkjet printer is first choice of small business and home. Ink is in liquid form in the print cartridge. The printer header squirts thousands of tiny drops of ink over the paper in a systematic manner to print. Inkjet print can print color as well as black-white prints. The operation of inkjet printer is noiseless. The quality of printing is high. If quality of paper is poor, then liquid ink can smudge. The cost of inkjet printer is low, but printing cost is high as ink cartridge is very expensive and ink carriage capacity of cartridge is low. You need to change ink cartridge frequently if printer is not used for few days. Liquid ink gets dry and block nose of printer header, so you should take some printouts each week to avoid blockage of header nose of printer. Manual of printer recommends this number. Laser printer. This is the most popular printer in medium and large size organizations. The functioning of laser printer is similar to that of photocopier machine. The ink is in the form of powder. Paper is given negative electromagnetic charge and printer drum is given positive charge. The ink cartridge drops ink at places where drum is charged. Paper is then heated to make permanent impression of ink on paper. Thus dry ink, electromagnetic field and heat make impression on paper under the laser printer. The operation of laser printer is noiseless as there is no contact of printer header with paper during printing. The laser printer can produce high-quality print at high speed. Laser printers are more expensive than inkjet and dot matrix printers. Laser printer is also available in color model, but this printer is very expensive. Maintenance and repair of laser printer are more expensive than that of inkjet and dot matrix printers. Dot matrix printer. This printer is the oldest type of printer still in use. The functioning of this printer is similar to that of typewriters. Printer header consists of array of pins. Printer header usually consists of 9 or 24 pins. Printer header with 24 pins produces higher resolution prints. These pins strike on carbon ribbon in the shape of the characters to make impression on papers. This is the only printer in the market which is capable of producing multiple copies by using carbon papers. Offices and shops retain carbon copies of details of accounts, bills, and payrolls for record and reference. Dot matrix printer can print on long continuous sheet. The dot matrix printers are very noisy as pins of header strike over paper to make impression. The printing cost is very low. The quality of printing is poor. Thus, dot matrix printer is used when volume of printing work is very high and cost of printing is more important than its quality. Printing speed of dot matrix printer is lower to speed of laser printer but higher than the speed of inkjet printer. Several manufacturers produce colored dot matrix printer through multicolor ribbons. Printer header makes color impression through multiple pass. In each pass, printer makes impression in one of 3 primary colors. However, colored dot matrix printer could not get much commercial success. 1.4.4.1 speaker, Speaker is an output device that allows you to hear audio output from your computer. These speakers are like to speakers placed in your car or drawing room. Some of PC models have speakers inside the cabinet of computer and it is not visible from outside. In other computers, it is connected externally. Windows operating system facilitates conversion of text into speech for visually impaired people. There are also various commercial products which have been offering similar kinds of functions to convert text output in the form of sound. Users who could not see or have poor reading aptitude can hear contents of documents with the support of text-to-speech conversion utility. Windows operating system can speak each action of computer so that users with poor visibility can operate computer with speech. 2.5 Selection of printer depends upon volume, quality of printing and cost of printing per page. If your office needs a printer to produce large volume of prints with high quality printing, then laser printer can meet your requirements. If volume of printing is high and quality of printing is not a major concern, then you can use dot matrix printer to get printing at low cost. If volume of printing is low and you need high quality of printing, then you can use inkjet printers. You should keep the following features also in mind while purchasing a printer for your office: speed of printer, i.e. average number of pages printed in a day and maximum number of pages printed in specific time span. Size of paper, i.e. length, width and thickness of papers, and office stationery. It should be supported by printer. For example, dot matrix printer can support printing of stickers and continuous sheet of papers. Laser and inkjet do not support printing on continuous sheet. Printing on stickers is not convenient with laser and inkjet printers, as stickers may stick inside the printers. Multiple copies, where the printer can produce multiple copies of the same document by putting carbon papers between papers. Only impact printer can generate multiple copies at a time. Such printing is needed to print bills, receipts, pay notes and memos, etc. Brand of the printer. Reputed brand ensures high quality printing. Such printers are robust to errors and have long life. You can easily get prompt and satisfactory after-sale supports from reputed brand. Resolution of printer. The resolution of a printer is measured in dots per inch, DPI. DPI indicates number of dots can be printed by a printer in a unit area, 1 inch 2. Printer with high DPI can produce high quality printing. High-resolution printer is obviously slow and expensive. Thus, resolution of printer should meet the printing needs of office. It should not be too low or too high to your requirement. Colored printouts. You should also keep in mind needs of your organization for colored and black-white printing. Colored printers are bulky in size and expensive. Printing cost is also very high in colored printer. Colored printer should be used selectively. Printing cost. The capacity of the ink cartridge is very low in certain printers, and producers of these printers are making main revenue by selling ink cartridges for their printers. Printers of such producers are very cheap. Make sure that ink cartridge has good capacity and it must be cheap. 2.6 Memory function and characteristics of computer's memory are explained in the first chapter. The primary memory of computer is classified into two principal categories: random access memory, RAM, and read-only memory, ROM. 2.6.1 RAM can be viewed as an array of electronic memory cells, where information can be stored on temporary basis. Each memory cell stores a group of 8 bits. The group of 8 bits is called byte. Each cell is identified by unique address. Data can be stored or retrieved from a cell directly by referring its address. Thus, the speed of storage and retrieval of data from memory is independent of location of the cell. This memory is in the form of chips. RAM is volatile in nature. Data from RAM vanish once power is off or program is closed. When you run a program, computer first loads this program and related data from secondary memory into RAM memory. Microprocessor gets relevant data and instructions from RAM and executes it. RAM memory is very expensive, therefore, capacity of RAM memory is limited. Computer does not load the entire program at a time in RAM memory. It is loaded in bit and pieces. Parts of running programs, which are needed immediately by the CPU, is kept in RAM. Data is frequently swapped between RAM and secondary memory. The load on RAM memory increases when you run many programs in parallel. So do not run many programs in parallel. The technical specification of every software, i.e. RAM, hardware, secondary memory, and microprocessor needed for running that software are noted in product detail or in manual, so you must ensure that your computer must have sufficient RAM and other hardware essentially needed to run application before purchasing it. For example, MS Office 2007 need at least 256 MB RAM. 2.6.2 ROM memory is permanent memory in the form of chip, situated inside computer. This memory is programmed only once. ROM is usually programmed by the manufacturer of computer chip. These memories execute at fast speed and have limited capacity. Basic Input-Output System, BIOS, is an example of ROM memory. It is integral component of each computer. The BIOS is a special programmed memory stores configuration of system and initial booting information. It store initial startup instruction, which control operation of machine till operating system takes over the control of the machines. RAM and ROM memories are very expensive. These memories are used to store information needed immediately by the CPU. These memories can transfer data within specific time limit regardless of location of data in the memory. These memories cannot be used to store large volume of data due to their high cost. Hard disks, CD-ROM, pen drive, and magnetic tape are being used for mass storage of data. Mass storage devices are non-volatile in nature, i.e. data do not erase with switching off the power of the memory. These devices are also known as auxiliary storage devices or secondary storage devices. Large volume of information can be stored economically in secondary devices. 2.6.3 Magnetic memory device. Magnetic material-based memory is the oldest storage device, still in use in computers. It is used to store large volume of information on economical cost. Each magnetic particle consists of two poles. The orientation of poles of magnetic particles in specific direction reflects information stored therein. The storage device retains information until orientation of poles of magnetic particles is not changed. These memories can be overwritten any number of times by changing orientation of magnetic materials in specific pattern. Hard disk, magnetic tape, magnetic coil, and magnetic strip are few of the popular storage device based on magnetic materials. 2.6.4 Magnetic tape. Magnetic tape is a continuous plastic tap coated with magnetic oxide. You must have seen audio cassettes, those store songs over magnetic tapes. The plastic tape has multiple parallel tracks of magnetic material to store data. Magnetic tapes are economical. Therefore, these tapes are used to store large volume of data. Header of storage device orients magnetic particles in specific direction, while writing information on tap. During reading of data, header sends the orientation of magnetic particles and draws meaningful information from the tap. Magnetic tape permits storage and retrieval of data in sequential manner. Magnetic tape is rewind to specific location. Where data is stored to be stored to retrieve or to write data on the magnetic tape. Data storage and access time is very long. Magnetic tapes are usually used for backup of large volume of data or store information used rarely. 2.6.5 Hard disk. Hard disk, HD, drive consists of rigid platters coated with magnetic material. These platters are made of aluminum alloy or glass. These platters are attached with a spindle and are placed over each other in a stacked manner. The thickness of a single platter is 10 to 20 mm. Each platter have separate read and write heads. Disks spin on high speed, while reading and writing information on hard disk. A high-speed HD can rotate platters at the speed of 7,200 RPM. Its maximum transfers rate of HD in the region of 50 to 60 megabits per second. A typical HD can store up to 2 terabytes data. The HD is rectangular with dimensions, length of 3 to 6 inches and about same width with thickness of 2 to 3 inches. There is a gap of 2 to 4 nanometers between read-write head and platter. This thickness is equivalent to thickness of hair. The read-write header floats in air very close to disk, therefore do not move computer while it is on, because abrupt jerks in the hard disk may damage it by crashing its head to magnetic platter. First, ensure successfully switching off the computer before move it to a new place. Header of HD get locked when computer is switch off. Sudden power breakdown. May also cause crash of header with platter, so always run computer with UPS, uninterrupted, power supply, to avoid crash of hard disk and damage of data. Keep mobile phone, pocket PC and other electromagnetic devices away from storage devices based on magnetic materials. Electromagnetic fields from these devices may corrupt data store. On magnetic storage devices, 2.6.6 compact disc, it is thin round plastic plate with one side very shining, the shining surface of CD store information. This side consists of micro pits and lands, flat surface, to store information. CD drive use laser beam to read and write information of CD. A blank CD consists of flat skin, surface without any pit. The writing of information over CD creates pits in a systemic manner. The writing of information over the CD is popularly known as burning of CD as writing process, creates pits in systematic manner. The CD-ROM driver flashes laser beam on the surface of CD during reading of the CD. Difference in intensity of reflection of a laser beam from pits and lands convey information stored on CD-ROM in the digital form. Storage devices, which convey information through variation in intensity of reflected light, are categorized as optical storage devices. CD is the most popular optical storage device. CDs are classified into two groups, i.e. CD read-only memory, CD-ROM, and CD rewritable, CD-RW. CD-ROMs are writable only once. CDs-RW are rewritable many times. A CD usually stores up to 650 megabytes data or information. A DVD-based CD can store up to 4 gigabytes information. CD-ROM is economical, however it allows writing only once. CD-ROM is used to take backup of files of computer or to store files not be changed in future. Files on CD-ROM cannot be rewritten or deleted accidentally or by virus. The storage capacity of CD-ROM and CD-RW are almost equal. CD-RW is more expensive than CD-ROM. CD-RW can be written and read or special driver meant for CD-RW. These devices can also write and read CD-ROM, do's and don'ts of CD-ROM. A. Do not write with hardpoint pen on the backside of CD-ROM. B. There must be gap between CDs while stacking them. C. Keep CD in dust and moisture-free environment. D. Store CD in room temperate, i.e. 50C to 40C. E. Do not scratch or touch on shining side of CD. F. Do not bend CD. And G. Do not expose CD to direct sunlight. 2.7 Summary. Hardware is visible and tangible components of computer. Hardware of computer consists of 4 components, i.e. input, output, memory, and processing units. Keyboard, mouse, and scanner are input devices popular in office environment. Keyboard is used to type alphanumeric data and feed instruction to computer. Users need to type information manually. Mouse is a pointer input device. It is very useful in GUI-based environment. Mouse is replaced with touchpad in laptop computers. Monitor and printer are output devices popular in office environment. Output on monitor is recognized as soft output and output on printer is recognized as hard output. Dot matrix, laser, and inkjet printer are popular printers in office environment. Thank you. Subscribe to our channel for more updates, and we will see you with the next chapter.